Dear students, today we will discuss about the seed marketing under seed technology courses offered in fourth semester of BSc degree program. Today we will discuss all about the seed marketing because it is very much important activities in seed technology entirely, because ultimate aim of any seed companies or any seed grower is to market the seeds. Until and unless the seed produced will not be marketed properly, then it is useless, worthless. So if we talk about the seed marketing broadly, it comprises all those activities right from the beginning, that seed production, to that of the processing, packaging, storage, and then marketing. This all comprises in the seed marketing, because seed grower or any seed company first produce their seeds, and if that seed has good quality, then only that can be marketed. So these all in broad sense, this seed marketing comprises all those activities. But if we talk about the seed marketing in narrow sense, then it comprises the actual acquisition and the selling of the seed, packed seed, and in between these two, the acquisition to that of the selling of packed seeds, there is in need of intermediate storage, which are very much vital, because in transit phase, if the seeds decomposed or decayed, then the quality will be deteriorated, the embryo will be damaged, so it will be useless, and loss will be faced by the seed growers or seed companies. Delivery and sales promotion activities also come under this activities, seed marketing as a whole. So in narrow sense, we can understand that seed and actual acquisition, whatever the seeds is required, is procured, and their selling of these packet seeds, intermediate storage and delivery, and their sell promotional activities, these all steps are being considered under the seed marketing. Because seed marketing is vital, we are just discussing about, and it provides an avenue to the seed industries. Until and unless seed marketing will not be done, we will not have any avenue. Like we are talking about the globalization, that one produce can be marketed in one country or in another country, so the avenue should be there for the proper marketing of this any produce. We are concerned here with the seeds, so for the for the marketing of seed, there must be a proper avenue, proper platform, which are very much essential, which are very much needed, required to the seed industries. Then next is the under seed marketing, there is requirement of marketplace. If any produce we have to market or we have to sell, for that we have to identify a proper place, because if there is no proper place provided there, then it is very much difficult to sell a respective or a particular products. For example, if we talk about the shoes, leather shoes, so if it is just the marketplace is in the village, then there is very less effective. The marketplace will be less effective in village, because the villagers are not very much interested to buy a fancy shoes. So that place must be in town, so that the people residing in the town will procure the fancy. So this is just I am telling an example. So we are concerned here the seed with farmers. The market of the market platform should be in villages, if it is available. So we must identify a suitable marketplace for addressing the farmers' need, not only the seeds but also the inputs and other facilities related to the agriculture purpose. Next, the meeting the specific need of customer. It is very much important. It is very much important that if a customer has some special requirements. For example, if we are the farmers in a particular area is using the growing the pulse crops. So in that particular area there must be a marketplace or must be a shop for the microbial inoculum should be there. So this is also requirement. So these all comes under the seed marketing. We will discuss one by one. Seed marketing, when we talk about there are certain steps, there are certain points which comprised under this seed marketing, and that the first one is the demand forecast. It is very much essential, because until and unless we don't have a demand in a particular season, it must be previously assessed, because the seed will be produced in the previous season of that particular crop. That next one is the marketing structure. There must be a optimum standard marketing structure. Then arrangement for storage of seeds. There must be a sales promotional activity. It is very much important that the promotional activity should be always be done with for the marketing of a particular produce. Next, post sales service. There are some activities, some services is provided by the seed companies or some public sectors, or to promote the post sale activities, to just conduct a post sale services. And last one, the economics of seed production and seed pricing. How we just fix the price, and what is the economics of seed production. It must be calculated, estimated wisely. So these all steps these all points will be covered as a whole in the seed marketing. So first we talk about the demand forecasting, as I earlier told that it is very much important, because until and unless we don't have the actual requirement by the particular area, we talk about the demand forecasting is one of the important steps in seed marketing, because not only the seed marketing but the production. What amount we have to produce, we should produce the seeds. If we don't have the idea, the actual requirement, we don't have an idea, it's very much difficult to produce the required quantity of seeds for a particular variety or crop. So demand forecasting, we must just assess the requirement of the demand of a particular crop, and this requires several factors, that the total cultivable area, how much cultivable area is there in a particular village, in a particular just state. So we should have this idea about the seed rate. If a particular area, the wheat crop is gone, then the farmers are giving how much quantity of wheat seeds for their commercial production of the crop. Seed rate, SRR. This is very much important. We must focus here. The SRR means seed replacement rate. What is this? This is nothing but only the replacement of older varieties to that of the newer variety. It must be noted, you students, that SRR, that is seed replacement rate, it is nothing but only the replacement of old varieties to that of the new varieties. Though in India it's very much less, the very less percentage of this seed replacement rate, but if it is high, then it will affect the marketing, the production of a newer variety. So it should must be noted. Next one is the seed multiplication ratio. Seed multiplication ratio is also one of the factor while we assess the actual demand, because what type, how much quantity of seed will be produced, and how much for that, how much area is required, it should must be properly estimated. The next one is the impact of extension of efforts. There is requirement of extension efforts, because until and unless the technology whatever developed or seed quality seeds whatever produced is not demonstrated at the farmer's field, it is very much difficult to just utilize the particular technology by farmers. The farmer, actually the end user is our farmers, our main client is the farmers. So we have to do anything, all those things for farmers. So until and unless we not satisfy the farmers, it's useless. So any technology that should develop in lab. Now before we know very well there were one program by the central government of India, that lab to land program was very much effective and efficient. That whatever technology developed in land must be translated at the farmer's field. So for that, extension methods, different extension efforts must be done properly. Next one is the current area acreage under high yielding varieties. It is very much important, one of the factors while assessing the actual demand of a particular variety, the seed of particular variety. Then farmers preference, in which area, if we are just assessing the demand for a particular area, so we must consider the what is the preference of the farmers. I mean to say that they are interested in growing pulse crop or cash crop or fiber crops or some other sugar crops. So it must be it depends on the preference of farmers, what they are interesting to grow the particular crop. Next, the number and size of competitors, how much number their competitors are there in a particular market. So it should also be assessed properly. Then kind of publicity and sales promotional activities, these all are the extension activities. And last one is the climate of the area where seed is being marketed. It is one of the major factors, the climate of the particular area for the seed marketing, because if we are just the seeds which are delivering, which are ready to deliver at the farmers fields, and during that transit phase, if rains are happen, then in that case there is chances of decaying the seeds, the seeds will be damaged. So next one is the marketing structure. The success of any seed company, seed marketing, depends on the establishment of effective channel of distribution. Until and unless we don't have the proper channel of this distribution or the marketing, it is very much difficult to just market, to sell our seeds properly, our quality seeds, or whatever we have input we have to sell, that must have a effective channel, because it is not like that a seed company, the owner of seed company, is directly going to sell their product to the farmers. So there is channel, there are different channels, there is ways and means of the marketing. So the present status of the seed distribution is generally adopted in our country is the farmers to farmers seed distribution. Generally what happened in particular in case of self-pollinated crops, the farmers, the nearby farmers, neighbor farmers which are which procure and grow seeds, the newer seeds. So the produce of that is just contributed, just distributed to the neighborhood farmers for during next season. So it is just transmitted, it is distributed. The sale is being done through this farmer to farmers in a particular villages. The second thing, the distribution of by cooperatives. There are certain cooperatives are formed there which first procure the seeds from different agencies, different authorized agencies. We should must noted here that the seeds must be procured from the authorized agencies. So they first procure the seeds. Cooperatives are procure the seeds from either seed company or public and private sectors, and the NSC, National Seed Corporation, are there. They procure the seeds, and then they cooperative manner they distribute the seeds to the farmers. Then next, distribution by the Department of Agriculture. Similarly, as in case of cooperative, here the agriculture department of a particular state is also interested to provide the seed at right quantity, at good cultivars, at right time and right adequate quantity. So for that, the agriculture department of a particular state first procure the seeds from either from the National Seed Corporation or from the other agencies, seed producing agency, and then they distribute themselves the seeds to the farmers through their different personals like DAO, like BAO, Block Agriculture Officer, District Agriculture Officers, and BLW, all those functionaries, whatever officials are engaged in the agriculture departments, they use for the distribution for the seeds, Last one is the distribution of seed by NGOs. NGO is non-governmental organizations. It is very much important. It is very much effective organization. You can say that the NGOs, the non-governmental organizations, are doing well in the transmission of any particular technology or any particular technology to the end users, the farmers. The marketing organization, the network, is required to be organized. Until and unless it is not organized manner, the whole system, the entire system, if it is not developed in a organized manner, it is very much difficult to control over the whole promotional or whole activities. So there must be a organized marketing systems. So simplest and efficient system is to establish a central marketing sales and the regional office in end use area. For example, if we talk about the particular company like Indo-American Seeds, there they produce, and the produce has to sell in Jharkhand. The production area is you know very well that either in Bangalore or Hyderabad or in Pune or in Jalna, there is the seed production. They are producing the seeds, or the HRD is located at that particular place. But for that, they are not supposed to govern from that particular area to any other states. So for that, a organized marketing system should be there, and for this they just they establish a central marketing sales at their headquarters, and then regional offices in different states, and for the distribution, for the sale of their produce in end use area. The retail sale by the appointing retail sale, and we know the regional office is there, and for that the function of the responsibility of the regional office, that they have to appoint the local dealers and distributors for distributing the seeds of they are produced for a particular area. So the retail sales should be for this the should appointment of distributor and dealers is required. Next, the own sale point by the company corporation for some produce there the costly, you can say the costly produce, the company themselves establish owned point of sales for their selling. So you can see here the marketing organization in this particular slides, that the central marketing sales is at top, and then different regional offices are being established either in or one regional office at 2-3 states. We can they develop this, and then the different dealers and distributors has been developed, has been established by the private and cooperatives. Agro sales services are there also, and then we are already told that the company owned sales sports is also done, in particular in the produce which have high price. So in that again this sole distributors are just appointing the dealers of private, cooperative and agro sales services. I have idea the responsibility of dealers. If a regional office appointed dealers and distributors, what will be the basis? What would be the basis for appointing them? So there must be criteria for selection or appointment of a particular for a dealer for a particular product. So Law et al., the name of the scientist, Law et al. Enlisted some of the responsibilities of dealers must have. That first one is that the ethical dealing. The dealers who have been appointed for this sale of a retail of the particular produce, they must have the ethical behavior. They must do their work in ethically, not non-ethically. So it is very much important, because the direct contact in the farmer with the farmers is only the dealers. So they are not supposed to cheat the farmers. It must be noted here that must be understand that the dealers must not have such a behavior, such an unethical means with the dealing of farmers. Next, the quality seed only be sold. That dealers should only be sold the quality seeds. For example, if we have the dealers procure the seeds by assessing the requirement of a particular area, so if they stored, if they procure much more amount, whatever not just used in the particular season, then that is used for the carryover seeds. And that carryover seed, if not stored properly and a particular proper storage, then there is chances that the seed germination will be deteriorated, the seed will be deteriorated, and defective seeds will be there. So before start of the seeds, must be advocated that the dealer should not dealers should not sell the deteriorated seeds or the seeds which are not up to mark quality. And so that for that they should have some testing process, the seed testing, seed viability test and some other test must be done before the selling of a particular seeds lot. Then next one is the proper storage of seeds. The dealers must have the storage facility properly, optimum standard storage facility, so that if there is the glut of the seeds, then that can be stored in a particular in a good storage facility. So next one is the maintenance of attractive soaps. Their soaps must be attractive, so that farmers can go there by looking attractive soap. then wise use of publicity. Dealer has to active wisely. Dealer act wisely to for the publicity of a particular produce. The company appoint, the regional office is appointing the dealers, and that dealers should have the capacity for the publication or the publicity of a particular produce wisely. The knowledge of products and competitors should also be there in the dealers, because the produce whatever they are going to sell, they must have a proper knowledge, because the farmers, as I told, that only the farmers and the retailers or dealers is in close contact. So there is, you can say that the main advisor for the farmers are the dealers. If they just advise wrongly to the farmers, then it is not good for their the sale purpose. Transportation and proper seed storage in end use area. It is also very much important that the marketing is success of this marketing, that depends on the timely ability of produce to dealer and consumers. Because if the required quantity whatever will be used in a particular area or at a end use area, we just term it as end use area where the seeds has to be sold or grown. So in that case, the success of marketing depends that the ability, the transition of a transportation of a seeds in a adequate quantity and timely, it is very much needed. So the transportation from the seed production area to end use area is very much important. Sometimes the climate play a bad role, you can say that, in the transportation. If we are transporting the seeds just start during the rainy seasons, then there is chances of the deterioration of seeds. So the climate plays a very vital role during the transportation. For this purpose, there must be a buffer godowns must be constructed at the end in the end user area, that will be helpful through the transportation during the favorable, unfavorable climate weathers, minimize the risk of seed damage during transit, and assures timely supply and users, because the seeds will be transported or will be available this in the end use area one seasons before, or you can say that before the time of actual sale of the seeds. So this construction of buffer godowns is very much important, for which are helpful for this, and the seed testing after reaching to buffer godowns must be done. There must be this practice of seed testing must be done before selling of the seeds, because if we sell the spurious seed to the farmers, then we will cheat the farmers will be cheated. Next, the sales generation activities. There are various activities is done by the dealers, distributors, and company itself. They are doing some activities for their promotion of the sales. It is an integral part of the seed marketing. So for this, a creative use of promotional material is done, that is which accomplish the actual goal. The ultimate goal is to sell the seeds to the end users, and for this some of the promotional activities must be done properly, and if that is creative, then it is very much useful, advantageous. So next one is the judicious use of advertisement, publicity, and public relations. These factors are also very much important in the sales generation activities, because if we are not producing the advertising our produce to the end use area, to the farmers villages, so their sale will be affected. So their publicity must be done. Either there are different ways and means for the media, promotional media, like newspapers, cinema slides, hoardings, radio, farmers fair. We have to organize a farmers fair where all the farmers of the particular of the area will be turned up, and they can get the knowledge and about the seed, about the crop varieties which are high yielding. And sometimes we also promote our sales activities through field demonstrations. Then the seeds, the higher yielding varieties is demonstrated at the farmers field. So and with their own local variety, so just simultaneously they demonstrated the local variety with that of the high yielding varieties for their proper demonstration, and the result demonstration, we can say it's very much important. Some of the aids with respect to sales are there, and then dealers' knowledge of the end use area is important in this for the sale purpose, like soil type. If the dealers has idea, if in a particular area there is soil of black type, so in that area the seed of sunflower or cotton will most be appropriate for selling. So soil type is also very much important. If the area is of having sandy loam type, then in that case we have to sell the seeds of grains and some other pulses. So this soil type, knowledge about the soil type of a particular area must be proven and aids to the sales. Next, the prevailing rainfall amount and distributions. It is also very much important. Dealers must have idea about the rainfall. If in a particular area we are going to distribute the seeds of rice, but there is no rain, then also not the irrigation facilities also not there, so it will be difficult to sell the seeds that particular area, because the farmers will not procure the rice seeds in that area. So they will procure some the seeds of some other crops. So these factors must be considered: the irrigation facilities, the prevailing rainfall of a particular end use area. Next, the traditional source of seeds. Sometimes we have idea, must have the idea about the traditional source of seeds, that the farmers, if the seed shops are not there, the agriculture shops are not there, then how the farmers in that particular locality are procuring the seeds or other inputs. We must have the idea how they are just procuring. So it will be helpful in sale purpose. The crop varietal choice also important. Then we must sell the seeds of a particular crops which are of the particular variety, high yielding varieties. Socio-economic status of farmers is also much important, because until unless the farmers have not much more financial powers, the procuring power, purchasing powers, then it is very much difficult to sell the hybrid seeds. For example, if we are giving the we are trying to sell the hybrid seeds in a low economic status the area, so in that area it will be flop. Our marketing objective will be in vain. So we must have idea about the status of farmers, because if the socio-economic status of farmers is poor, then they are also not supposed to provide the input, the agriculture inputs to the hybrid seeds. So all these, not procuring. Suppose they procure the seeds by any means, by just on credit basis, they procure the hybrid seeds, but the requirement of hybrid seeds is much more than that of the open pollinated variety. So in that case, they should the status of farmers is very much important. Next, the source of credit. What I just told, that if they are supposed to procure the seeds by credit, means the means of credit, then what are the sources available in a particular area for the credit purpose, for the credit. Some of the post sales services are also done by educating farmers with respect to the selection of crop and varieties. Selection of crop means then in what type of land, particularly if we talk about the land situation of the Jharkhands, there are different land situation, the upland, the midland and the lowland. So this should, the farmers must have a idea, have knowledge to grow particular rice varieties of in different land conditions, the midland, the upland and the lowland. So, and the particular crop varieties, the crop and the crop varieties should have the idea knowledge about the knowledge to the with the farmers. Next, the purchase of certified seed from authorized dealers, and the farmers must be you can say that the taught about the importance of sources of seeds and the importance of different class of seeds. If they are procuring the seeds from those dealers or those agencies which are spurious, then not up to mark, then there is chances that they may be cheated. The germination of the seeds, the commercial crop will not be up to mark. So the farmers must have a clear-cut idea about the purchase class of seeds and the authorized dealers, whatever there is situated in the particular area. Knowledge of spurious seeds and seed sellers, what I just told, that it must be there. Then which type of seeds are considered as the spurious type, and which whose are those dealer which are of spurious type, so or unauthorized type. So the farmers must have idea, and for that they must be educated before this sales or after the sales for the next crop seasons. Next, the exposure visit recreation of dealers, progressive farmers of the end use area is also a post sales services is required for this. The farmers, if have a visit to the area where the crop is grown very nicely, so they can learn from that particular area. For example, in recently our Jharkhand government just trained educate our farmers by visiting them in the Israel country. It is very much important with respect to the farmers, and that also helpful in the marketing, seed marketing or the marketing of other inputs. And they also know when with the exposure visits, they supposed to know the different technology, the advanced technology of growing crops. So they may procure some of the related equipments or some of the related things from their local markets. So the recreation of dealers is also very much important. The private company is supposed to recreate the dealers recreation. They just felicitate the dealers with award, with prizes or some other means. And also the progressive area, they also sometimes selected some of the progressive farmers of a particular area and for their promotional activities. Technical help as and when desired by the farmers must be provided by particular particular officials or technicals, either hired by the company or by the dealers. Quick follow up the complaints about the seed source. It is also very much important, and this comes under the post sale services, because if what is this? The quick follow means if there is any complaints with respect to the germination of crop, with respect to the growth of crop, the farmers must be helped by the helped quickly, either by the dealers or by the officials of the particular seed company from where they procure the seeds. Now, next thing is the sound pricing policy. There, the price fixation is very much important with respect to the particular product. So this is very much effective and delicate management tools for the regulating seed flow. If we fix the price at higher rate, then it is supposed to the seed flow maybe just we can say that the slow down because of the economic status of the seeds and the economic status of the farmers in a particular area. So the pricing should be one of the important management tools. Price fixed for sales should be reasonable. Always we should sell our produce at reasonable prices, so that farmer can easily procure the particular produce, and then it will be helpful in the fast and vigorous seed flow in a particular area. Next, the attractive schemes with the products. We know we are looking in the market, then one product is attached with the other products. So this is the activity, this is the way of the selling schemes. So there must be a scheme with the product for the, suppose if we are procuring the seeds of hybrid maize is like to sell, then in that case we should provide some of the inputs, or if we are selling the pulses seeds, then we must provide a scheme for just by attaching some rhizobium culture with this seed packets. So it will be it will affect the flow, the seed flow, the purchase market. Some of the factors which are responsible for seed marketing that are the clear-cut policy. The policy must be there clearly. For that clear-cut policy depends on the agriculture department in a particular states, and the demand forecasting, whatever there is, that factors what I earlier told should always be considered in this policy, in making a policy of selling a particular seeds, particular produce. That next, ability of well identified and adapted variety. There the seed must be available of adapted varieties or commercially grown varieties for this particular area. That must be identified before this. Otherwise, if farmers are not just, for example, we are just telling that if if the pulses crops are grown, and if we wish to sell the grain seed, cereal seeds, then it will be affected our sales purposes. Next, the adequate production. There must be adequate production of that particular seeds, because that depends on the demand forecasting. Already told you that demand forecasting is very much important, and for accordingly the production of seeds must be adequate quantity. Official programs should be there. Demand forecasting, market intelligence is also very much important. That what are the competitors, how much competitors are there in a particular market for selling of the same produce, or means of the same variety, the seeds of same variety of the same crops. So there must be clear-cut idea about the intelligence of market, the market situation. Transport and storage arrangements should also have very much important factors in seed marketing, because if we don't have the proper storage during transition phase and at dealers level, then it may be affected the seeds, the produce. Nature of products, quality control program should be there, publicity already told, and the financial rewards, whatever I just told in the previous slides, that there must be a scheme for the recreation, the felicitation of the farmers, dealers, and some of the distributors. Economics of self-production is important, because the price will be fixed by evaluating the economics, the cost of cultivation of seed production. So that includes the seed production cost, that the different activities whatever done in the producing, like seed certification fee, purchase of foundation seeds, cost of special operations. Special operations means if there is any operation is done for this, just I was telling that the growing of pulses crop, that special operation, that is the use of inoculum, the rhizobium culture is done. So this special operation should also be taken into consideration while assessing the economics of seed production, roguing cost, and cost of a specialized material. These all comes under the seed production cost, which are important, which are importantly considered in the fixing the assessment, evaluating the economics. So then next process, the seed production. After the seed production, that must be, we know very well that it must be dried and processed, and for that there is cost involved in the drying and the processing purpose. And last one is the seed marketing cost, and that comprises the storage and transport expenses, interest on capital investment, whatever in the capital invest, and the interest would be included in this economics while assessing the economics of this particular product. Distribution and self-promotional activity, the cost should also be included in the economics of this particular produce. Last one is the seed pricing. Seed pricing is important, and for this there is three main factors, that the input cost, and second one is the supply and demand, and next one is the prices of other farm products and trends. The input cost comprises the price paid to the seed growers, whatever if that seeds are being produced at the seed growers in a particular area. So whatever price, whatever money is just paid to that particular seed growers is also included in the input cost. The storage and transportation cost, distribution cost, wholesale and retail margin, there must be margin with the wholesale and the retail marketing. So it must be also be included in while fixing the prices, and their sales promotional cost should also be included, and then applicable profit, there must be a profit until and the companies are supposed to have some profit, so that should be whatever profit is applicable, that should be included in the seed pricing. And then next one is the supply and demand. It also important things in the seed pricing, because if we have high demand of seeds and the supply is less, then at that time the price may be hike, slightly hiked for this profit purpose. And next, the prices of other farm products and trends is also included while fixing the seed prices. So this all about the seed marketing. Thank you students, thank you very much.